My name is Shahid. I am 34 years old. What I am about to tell you is the story of how my whole life changed in one single day. For 15 years, I worked as an executioner for a powerful Saudi prince. I believed I was serving God. I believed I was protecting my country and my religion. I never questioned my orders. I never doubted my mission. Until the day I was sent to kill a man for speaking about Jesus Christ. That day was February 11th, 2023. It was a Tuesday morning. I was sitting in my small apartment, drinking black coffee like I always did before starting work. My apartment was simple. A bed, a table, a chair, and a prayer mat. I lived alone. My life was quiet and controlled. Discipline was everything to me. My phone rang. When I saw the number, I stood up immediately. It was the prince. I answered with respect. His voice was calm, cold, and serious, just as it had always been. "Shahid, there is a situation that needs your attention," he said. "Yes, Your Highness," I replied. "There is an imam who has forgotten his place. He has been teaching about Jesus Christ in ways that cannot be tolerated. He must be dealt with." I grabbed my notebook and wrote down the details. This was routine for me. Over 15 years, I had carried out 43 executions. I never asked questions. I received the name, the crime, and the deadline. "What is his crime?" I asked. "He has been calling Jesus the Son of God," the prince said. "He tells people that Jesus died for their sins and rose again. He even prays to him. This is blasphemy." The imam's name was Hassan al-Maki. He was 57 years old. Married. 3 children. He had served as an imam for more than 20 years. The prince's final words were clear. "It must be done today, before sunset." I hung up the phone and finished my coffee. To me, this was just another assignment. I believed that anyone who taught false doctrine was dangerous. I believed it was my duty to remove such people. I told myself I was like a surgeon cutting out a disease. I prepared my blade. It was a curved weapon used only for executions. I changed into my formal robes. When I looked in the mirror, I saw a man who had no doubt. A man chosen to protect the faith. But deep inside, something felt different. Usually, those I executed were accused of theft, corruption, or speaking against the royal family. This was the first time I was sent to kill someone for speaking about Jesus in this way. I had been taught that Jesus was a prophet. Nothing more. Not the Son of God. Not divine. Certainly not alive. Still, I pushed away my thoughts. Doubt was weakness. I had trained myself not to think too much. I drove to the Eastern District where Hassan's mosque was located. The mosque looked peaceful. Children were playing outside. Elderly men were leaving after prayer. Everything looked normal. Clean. Quiet. I entered during a quiet hour. Inside, the mosque smelled of rose water and incense. The carpets were neat. The walls were decorated with simple patterns. Hassan was kneeling in prayer near the front. I stood there and watched him finish. When he turned and saw me, he smiled. "Peace be upon you, my brother," he said gently. "I have been expecting you." His calm voice surprised me. "You are Hassan al-Maki?" I asked. "Yes," he said. "And you are Shahid." My heart skipped. "How do you know my name?" I demanded. "Jesus told me in a dream 3 nights ago," he said. I felt anger rise inside me. "Jesus is dead," I said sharply. "He was a prophet." Hassan shook his head softly. "No, my brother. He is alive." I stepped closer. "You are accused of blasphemy. The sentence is death." He nodded calmly. "I understand." He did not beg. He did not argue. "May I pray one last time?" he asked. Normally, I would refuse. But something in his eyes made me pause. "You have 5 minutes," I said. He knelt and began to pray. But he did not pray in the usual way. He spoke as if talking to someone right in front of him. "Jesus, my Lord and Savior, thank you for these past 3 years." My stomach tightened. He spoke with love and closeness, not fear. When he finished, we drove to the desert. The ride took 28 minutes. He sat quietly beside me. No fear. No shaking. Just peace. The desert site was a place I knew well. I had done many executions there. The sand was soft. The area was isolated. As the sun began to set, I told him to kneel. He did. I read the formal charges. My voice sounded normal, but inside I felt strange. I lifted the blade. Then Hassan began to pray again. Jesus, forgive Shahid. He does not know what he is doing. Those words hit me hard. No one had ever prayed for me before. Then something happened. The wind stopped. The desert was always windy, but now it became completely still. The temperature dropped suddenly. I could see my breath in the air. The sand began to move. It rose from the ground and started swirling around us in perfect circles. There was no wind pushing it. My hands began to shake. The blade felt heavy. Then a bright light appeared above us. It grew stronger and brighter, but it did not hurt my eyes. Under that light, I felt exposed. Memories of all 43 executions flashed in my mind. I saw their faces. I heard their cries. I felt their fear. For 15 years, I told myself I was righteous. But in that moment, I saw the truth. I was a killer. My legs gave out. The blade fell from my hands into the sand. I collapsed in front of Hassan. He looked at me with tears in his eyes. "Do not be afraid," he said softly. "Jesus is not here to destroy you. He is here to save you." My heart pounded. Everything I believed began to break. If Jesus was alive, then everything I thought I knew was wrong. The light slowly faded. The sand settled. Silence returned. Hassan helped me stand. We sat in the desert for hours as night fell. He told me about Jesus, not as a prophet, but as the Son of God. He spoke about his love, his death on the cross, his resurrection. He told me Jesus died even for sinners like me. "I do not deserve forgiveness," I said. "None of us do," Hassan replied. "That is why it is called grace." We talked through the night. As the sun began to rise, I made a decision. Kneeling in the same sand where I had planned to kill him, I prayed. "Jesus, if you are real, I believe. Forgive me. Change me." Something changed inside me instantly. The anger I had carried for years disappeared. The guilt lifted. For the first time in my life, I felt peace. Hassan embraced me like a brother. The man I came to kill became the one who led me to new life. But reality soon returned. The prince expected a report. I lied at first. I told him Hassan escaped in a sandstorm. But he sensed something was wrong. For 2 weeks, I secretly met with Hassan. We read the Bible together. I learned about love, mercy, and forgiveness. I realized how wrong my life had been. Jesus said, "Love your enemies." I had killed mine. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers." I had spread fear. Eventually, the prince confronted me. "You have been seen with the Imam," he said. I could not lie anymore. "I did not kill him," I said. "I have become a follower of Jesus Christ." The prince's face filled with anger. "You have betrayed everything," he said. "I have found the truth," I answered. He stripped me of my position. He threatened my life. That night, Hassan and I fled the country. We crossed the border into Jordan with nothing but the clothes we wore. I lost my job, my home, my reputation. But I gained something greater. Today, I no longer carry a blade. I carry a message. I speak about forgiveness instead of fear. I tell people that no one is too far gone. If Jesus can change a man who killed 43 people, he can change anyone. I once believed I was serving God through violence. Now I know God is not found in hatred. He is found in love. I do not know what will happen tomorrow. But I know this. The desert that was once a place of death became the place where I found life. And I will never be the same again.